up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode to a beating something in one playthrough. And today, we're doing WWE 2K16's Stone Cold Steve Austin Showcase mode. Alright, here we go. So what do we get after the match? We get the King of the Ring, 1996, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Jake Roberts from that match. And yes, we will also be doing the bonus match in the video, which that's what we're going to do. We're going to do one of the bonus matches right now with Ricky Steamboat at Bash at the Beach, 1994. Alright, so damage him. Alright. So we escaped. Alright, we got Irish Whip him in the corner. So what do we got after the match? Ricky Steamboat, Stone Cold 1994 in the WCW Bash at the Beach, 1994. So now it's time for Bret Hart, Stone Cold at Survivor Series 1996. Alright. So we need to get Hart to the ropes. Hi. And also, why didn't they bleep out the middle finger, just like they did in WWE 13? Uh-oh. That was a close one. Okay, I think we might have to stop using that taunt. Oh god. Well, I guess I might have to go and put display count on, so I'll be right back. Oops. Wrong time. Alright, so we gotta grapple him in the ring. I just put display count on. Alright, let's pin him. Alright, so what we get after the match is Bret Hart 1996 from Survivor Series alongside that arena. Now it's time for WrestleMania 13. Alright, so we are at WrestleMania 13. And I believe there's 29 matches in this game. And of course, I've made a post. Of course, it's on my community post. About the next episode of Monday Night Raw and the new plush video we're gonna have tomorrow. And because that's also when we're starting that Lego Batman the video game. I mean the Lego Batman Marathon. Of course, getting ready for that Batman game that's coming out this summer. Which I believe it's doing Memorial Day week. Well, I don't think it's doing... I'm pretty sure that's coming out during Memorial Week. Memorial Day week. And of course, the first game will be starting this marathon will be the Lego Batman the video game for the Xbox 360. As we've already done Lego Batman 2, both Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360. And because both Wii and Xbox 360 was done back in 2023, while the PS5 version was done, PS3 version was done last year. Doing early last year. And because it's going to be interesting to see what will the 2DS and PSP recording look like with a little... Well, I'm going to see if it can work with a little tripod. Although I don't expect things to pay off very well when everything is said and done. As for the next plush video, we're looking at Stranger Things. That's right, I have the Stranger Things plushes. 11 and Dustin, I believe that's from the set. And I decided to do this as the video. Because I've also announced what will this year's April Fool's Day video be, and right now we're looking at Warriors April Fool's pranks. As that's what we're looking at right now. And of course, we might have an episode of plush gameplay going up a day before. And of course, Raw will be up later today. Well, of course, we crowned the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship for Backlash. Then, of course, Braun Breaker makes his Raw return for the first time since WrestleMania, since winning the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Obafemi will make his Raw return, and of course, Raw is in Manchester, England, and of course, it's part of the England tour for the WWE, for the Universe Mode WWE, and of course, we have SmackDown take place in London, England this Friday. Okay, so how do we do this? So what do we get after the match? Is that the British Bulldog? That's kind of bizarre. As we get the WrestleMania 13 arena alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart to tie from that match. So now it's time for In Your House 14, Revenge of the Taker. Alright, so we got Damaged Bret Hart. And of course, I believe we will not be having a bonus match until after WrestleMania 14. Because of course, next up will be King of the Ring 1997. I mean, I'm pretty much spoiling. Even though we've already seen this in the 2K16. And I bet many people say PS3 is better than the Xbox One and PS4. And I think we could all guess why. The submission sliders. And plus, the worst part is you cannot even switch it. Either to the one from last year, or the mash buttons version. The mash buttons. Back LA WWE 2K17 mash buttons. Okay, here we go. Must be. I know. Alright, let's perform a shot. So what do we get after the match? Jim Neidhart, Brian Pillman Jr., Revenge of the Taker in your house, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart to play from that night. Now it's time for King of the Ring 1997 with Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Okay. In fact, we get Shawn Michaels alongside his King of the Ring 1997 attire alongside the King of the Ring 1997 arena. Now it's time for DX in your house for the Intercontinental Championship. Rock and Stone Cold. And this is where the saga begins. Oh, and also, I'm not gonna do the special. I'm not gonna do the special objectives as I'm just only here for the main showcase mode matches, as this would be evident in 2K once we get into 2K16 Xbox 360 version. We got damage him. Another quick time event. What? Why did we stun our referee? And we did it. Alright, so what do we get? We got the Nation of Domination and DX in your house. Now it's time for WrestleMania 14. Alright, let's get in the ring. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of disgusted with how Mike Tyson was modeled in WWE 2K16. It just wasn't good stuff. Perform the stun gun to Shawn Michaels. Alright, so let's Irish rip him in the ring. Oh no, not on my watch. Alright, so now it's time for the bonus match. Well, alright, time for the loop press. So what do we do now? No, I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, now he's getting a fighting chance against me. So what we get is the $1 Million Championship, Ted DiBiase, Savio Vega, Stone Cold Steve Austin's WrestleMania 12 attire, and the WrestleMania 12 arena. Now it's time, and by the way, what we get for WrestleMania 14, Shawn Michaels attire, Triple H from 2001, even though that was from 1998, Stone Cold's WrestleMania 14 attire, and the WrestleMania 14 arena. Now it's time for Unforgiven in Your House with Stone Cold and Dude Love for the WWE Championship. Because we now got to damage Dude Love. Alright, let's get him in the ring. Let's grapple Dude Love. Think that was ever gonna happen? Jesus. Oh wait, we're not done yet. Okay. Hit him with a chair. And we win. Alright, so what do we get after the match? We got Dude Love and the Unforgiven Arena. Now it's time for Over the Edge special guest referee. Is that Vince McMahon wearing white hand tape? Because I don't recall him wearing those style of wristbands. Or wrist tape, whatever you want to call it. Now we gotta damage Dude Love. And it seems though the Undertaker is at ringside. Alright, so we gotta grapple Dude Love by the commentary table. Yeah. Okay, time for Lou Press. Alright, so Over the Edge 1998 Arena alongside The Undertaker and Dude Love from that night have both been unlocked. Now it's time for Monday Night Raw when Stone Cold gets put through a tough task against Kane. Alright, so damage Kane? Sure. He's still reversing. And I have difficulty on easy. But he's still reversing. If he reverses one more time, I'm skipping to the next objective. Because this is getting very annoying. Throw Kane through the steel steps. But yeah, he's reversing. Yeah, such good objectives there, 2K. Speaking of 2K, they are currently facing Backlash with WWE 2K26. Alright, so you gotta do a stunning to Kane in the ring. Oh god, I missed. Okay. Alright, so what we get is the War's War Arena. Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold, and the Smoking Skull Championship from that night. Now it's time for SummerSlam 1998. Alright, so leverage pin. Oh, it's a leverage pin him. But yeah, he's attacking me. Alright, here we go. Irish Whip. The Undertaker in the ring. Hey. Oh. Alright, so what we get is SummerSlam 1998 alongside Undertaker and Stone Cold's attire from that night. So now it's time for Monday Night Raw 1998, The Rock versus Stone Cold for the WWE Championship. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Damage The Rock. And because you do realize there's 2 more bonus matches. And because we do have the Mikey Rip Rack. Damn it. And you do realize it could be a common factor in the Xbox One version of the game. Once that arrives. Okay. Well, I mean, if he's reversing, how is it going to be possible? Well, I mean, if he's going to continue to reverse, despite the fact I made the difficulty easy, because again, nothing, it doesn't make sense how is people reversing when I put the difficulty on easy. It just makes no sense. And yeah, exactly. This makes no sense. See, he's still reversing. How is he reversing everything? I'm striking. Oh god. No, you will not. Oh, how? He's still reversing everything because this game sucks. Finally, you piece of shit. What took you so long? So what do we get after the match? You get Stone Cold Steve Austin's attire from Raw in 1998 from the match with The Rock alongside The Rock's attire. Undertaker's attire from that match alongside Ken Shamrock and the attire he wore that night. So now it's time for Rock Bottom in your house, Buried Alive match. Alright, so we gotta do the damage to the we gotta do the damage to the Undertaker. Where she's not taking the damage because he's simply reversing. You get back in the ring. Get in the ring. Perform a lupus press. Lupus press. No. Oh. How? Oh god. What is wrong with these reversals? I set the difficulty on easy, but I don't want him back in the ring. I want to Irish whip him through the steel steps. This is why I hate reversal systems. That anyone can reverse while the difficulty is easy. Finally. You know what? I'm going to give you your receipt. That's the way you want to go? Take this. Take this. And of course, keep in mind, this is the only way you can play a Buried Alive match in this game. Just saying. Alright, it's time to lock in. Lock and loaded. Alright, damage the Undertaker. Oh, no! Uh-oh. He's got a finisher. No, we're not going to let you use that finisher. Alright, so what we get is Rock Bottom in your house alongside Undertaker's attire and Paul Bear. Now it's time for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Alright, so Irish Whip Vince McMahon through the steel steps. And guys, you guys know we saw it. Okay, maybe not. Because anytime I go for a move, he's going to reverse. Because this game does not want to see you succeed. Oh God, please make it stop, Vince. I pressed RT. Oh God, another ad? Why? Finally. And all I can say is, I hate ads. And my opinion rings true. Alright, so we got a wake up taunt Vince McMahon. Alright, so what do we get? We get the giant Vince McMahon and the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in your house arena. Now we're gonna do November to Remember, and then we're gonna end it for this first recording. Alright, let's damage Mikey Riprack. Nice. Alright, so damage Mike Riprack. Alright, so what we get is ECW November to Remember and Mikey Riprack. Now it's time for WrestleMania 15. Alright, so we gotta damage The Rock. Oh wait, here we go. Alright, so strike the Rock while he's in the when he's standing in the ring. Irish Rock in the ring. Successfully complete the quick time event. You get alright, defeat him via pinfall. And we win. So it's now time for the next... Wait, before we get there, we're going to take a look. What did we get after the match? Alright, so what did we get after the match? Mankind, his WrestleMania 15 attire. Rock's WrestleMania 15 attire. Stone Cold from WrestleMania 15 and the WrestleMania 15 arena. Now it's time for Rock and Austin again at Backlash. Alright guys, we're back. And now we gotta damage the Rock at ringside. Which that's what we're gonna do. So here we go. Oh. Pardon me. I believe... Oh, never mind. As I believe we got 10 more matches left. And then we'll be done. Is that disqualification? No. I didn't. Alright, pin him. Alright, hit a stunner and pin him. Then we win. Alright, so what do we got after the match? The Backlash 2001 arena. Now it's time for the handicap match at King of the Ring. So we gotta damage Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon together. Alright, so we got to get Shane McMahon. I don't know about you, but this may be one of the most hardest objectives in this game. Any evidence for this? I think we can all guess where's the evidence. Oh my God. Alright, we did it. And we got Oh My. And yes, just like other games, we've done trophy farming before the actual walkthrough, which I'll show you after we're done. No, I want to climb up the ladder. Okay, so now you gotta damage the Undertaker. Well, alright, time to go for the pin. And we won. So let's see what we get. Alright, so what did we get? We got Vince McMahon, King of the Ring, 1999 attire, alongside the arena and Stone Cold from that event. The Monday Night Raw 1999 arena with Paul Bear, and The Undertaker's attire. Now, we got the fully loaded pay-per-view coming up. So let's go. Alright, we're back. So what we get is fully loaded 1999 alongside X-Pac and the Stone Cold fully loaded 1999 attire. Now it's time for the 2001 Royal Rumble. But before we do that, I want to go to the special objectives. And because we did get that's a close one. And strike first. Because we are at 76%. So as right now we are getting ready for our 23rd match of this. So I'll be right back. Alright, eliminate Billy Gunn. So I believe that was the way it was supposed to be done. Yes. Now I got to eliminate The Undertaker. Stay down my lane, Rikishi, considering The Undertaker is my target. You do realize it's every man for itself, so. Alright, so eliminate Rikishi. Thanks for the hard work, Rikishi. But your presence has overstayed its welcome. Before I even got off the ground. Uh-oh. You're gonna do another stunt now. Done. See. And oh God, he's got a finisher. Thank you, Rock. Oh God, he's got a finisher. No, why? I'm supposed to be targeting the guy I need to target. Right, get away, Kane. I want to grapple the Rock. It says on the objective, you gotta grapple him. Oh God, he's gonna eliminate me because this game sucks. The target system is shit. Thank God the newer games, this target system we have would eat this shit alive every day. No doubt about it. Finally. Honestly, I'm just ready to get off this game and get Lego Batman ready for tomorrow. You got him with 3 chairs? But where's the chair? There's no chair. I don't see a chair. Okay, now that makes sense for why he's reversing. Nope, not today, Kane. So that's 1. So did we do it right? We did. Alright, so here's what we get after this match. The Royal Rumble 2001 arena. Billy Gunn, Haku, Rikishi, The Undertaker 2001, Stone Cold, Kane, and The Rock's attire from the Royal Rumble 2001. So if I had to make a guess what's this, I bet that's going to be No Way Out 2001 and the Triple H from that match. Like, and also, am I the only one thinking this Triple H model looks similar to last year? And the reason I bring this up is they do look similar. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone investigated it. Do they look different or do they look the same? Alright, now I need to find a steel chair. And there's no steel chair left. Wait, hold on. On the Zoom. Why? I didn't want to go for a leverage. And yeah, and apparently we got No Way Out 2001 and Stone Cold from the match. Now it's time for WrestleMania 17. Alright, performance stunner to The Rock. Oh god, I'm not that good at reversing. Sorry, so I'll be right back. Alright, mercifully, because I'm not that good at reversing a finisher. I believe it was a little bit evident in 2K14. Which I would say this will probably be, I don't know about you, but this is probably the worst match in this showcase mode due to the objectives. The match was, thankfully we didn't have any of this in 2K24. Well, I don't think there was. Unless you timed it perfectly, because you had triangle as the reversal. Alright. You gotta get him into the ring. But let's soften him up. Oh. Damn it! He reversed. There's got to be a quick time event. Which, could this be it? Okay, put him in. Alright, do a stunner to the Rock in the ring and pin. Okay, damage him with a chair. No! Oh god, he's hitting me with a chair. Give me my chair. That's my chair, not yours. Get over here. Hey. No. Alright, so what we get is WrestleMania 17 alongside Vince, Rock, and Austin's WrestleMania 17 attires. Now it's time for Backlash 2001. Alright, so damage Kane's arm, which means we gotta get Kane in the match. So, I don't know if you could do it when Kane is not the legal participant. I didn't want to press LB. I want Kane, considering he's our target. And see, he even broke the maneuver. Right, I'll be right back, because this is starting to annoy me. Alright, I'm not gonna wait. I had to do this just to restart the count. And I don't want to be thrown back to the ring. And now he's coming up to me. Because this game would rather give you the worst objective. Right. If I cannot get to Kane's arm, Undertaker refuses to tag in, I'm just going to skip to the party finally when this god-awful objective is done and over with. I don't understand who thought it was a great idea to put an objective in when he's going to refuse. Finally. Finally. That god-awful objective is good as gone. Now we gotta get the Undertaker in the match. Which I need you. Oh God, he's going to tag out. Ugh! This match. This tag team matches. Ugh! He's reversing everything. What is this with the difficulty? I put it on easy, and they are yet still reversing. You don't reverse at me, you coward. Take this. You want to reverse? Right, we gotta tag in Stone Cold Steve Austin. If you thought I couldn't have enough rage with the last episode to get the trophies after completing the showcase mode or matches in legend difficulty, this one certainly meets the mark. Come on, tag. Oh God. Right, I'll be right back. I'm not... For tagging out, take this. Alright, tag Austin in, and let's pin Kane. What are you doing, Triple H? I need to tag you in. You're supposed to be the main target. Oh God, stay away. Get into the ropes. Get to the apron, Triple H. Finally. Hate this match. Alright, so damage Brian Pillman Jr. as we got the last bonus match. And of course, we'll be heading into Vengeance. And then WrestleMania 15, and we'll be done. And of course, sorry for a lot of raging we've had. Go. Go. Alright, so I'm gonna run down the trophies we got as we get. Watch out, you can't let your guard down. Lightning reflexes. Oh my, and the Showcase Master, which is completing the bonus matches. What we get after the 2 matches, I don't know what's the manager's name, but obviously we get Stunning Steve Austin or Brian Pillman, whatever, which one is it? And then the Clash of the Champions 25. Then for the last match, Stephanie McMahon Backlash 2001. Kane, Stone Cold, Undertaker, and Triple H's Backlash 2001 attire, and of course some Brothers of Destruction stuff. Now we have 2 more matches left to go, and we'll be done. Okay, we gotta do... Uh-oh, he's reversed. He's reversed. I believe this is for a trophy. Yes, reached the ropes. Oh god. He's now reversing. Because this game's reversal system is fucking terrible. Finally. What is wrong with the reversal system in this game? You would think, because it's on the difficulty of easy. Alright, so we gotta do a loop press. In the ring. Alright, Irish whip him in the ring. Okay, maybe not, because he's reversing. Reversing, because this game's reversal system sucks balls. Despite the fact I turned it on easy. This isn't legend difficulty. Like they think it is. Finally. That was annoying. So here's what we get after the match. Is that The Rock? Vengeance 2001 attire. With the Vengeance 2001 arena. So now it's time for the last match. WrestleMania 19. Let's end this on a high note. Alright, here we are. Here we go. Well, not unless he's going to reverse. Well, he's definitely going to reverse. Well, he didn't. Oh God, this could be it. Alright, so we got Austin 360 trophy. And of course, that is it. As that is showcase mode done. As we got the Wrestling Heritage Austin 360 trophy. And now of course the special objectives. I mean, nothing really much. As of course, that is going to wrap it up for the series. As thanks for watching. I mean, that's going to wrap it up for this playthrough. Thanks for watching the beating WWE 2K16 showcase mode in one playthrough. And I'll see you all tomorrow when we start the Lego Batman, the video game series. Until then, thanks for watching.